everyone, in today's video we're going to be kind of jumping around and doing a few little mini reviews just all in one video. My face is partially done with the steps that are not involved in the review, but it's all drugstore stuff. To fill you in on what's already on my face, today I used my ABH stick. This is called I always forget the name, Beauty Balm Serum Boosted Skin Tint, shade 7. My skin has just felt extra dry since being in the pool, and I feel like I can use all the extra moisture I can get. Not really in need of a ton of coverage, so when you're feeling that way, I think this stick is perfect. And then I used my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I set with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Light Pink Setting Powder. I love this Luminous Press powder, and I just used that lightly all over the skin to set. I forgot I had a contour to review, and I applied some NYX Buttermilk Bronzer in Deserved Butter. And I did my brows with my CoverGirl Nano Brow Pencil and the Clean Fresh Brow Wax. Used my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells palette, just a classic easy eyeshadow look there. And I think I can still go in with the contour that I'm going to talk about. So last week I reviewed the Pretty Smart makeup brand, which is new at Walmart. Everything's under $10, and it's brought to us by the creator of the balm. And I noticed actually a lot of similarities throughout the line. So if you want more information on a lot of different things in that brand and a whole get ready with me, check out that video. But since that video, I did grab another thing that I didn't get the first go round, and it's their liquid bronzer. It's called Cut and Contour Liquid Bronzer. My shade is Warm Contour. I think there were only 2 shades. So I went with the little bit darker one just because I thought it might make more of an impact, you know. Got a classic doe foot style applicator here. We can just dab it around where we need it. Yeah, it does look pretty dark when you make the dots, but it blends fairly easily. And this is, of course, blending on top of some powder here. But I really, as a whole with this line, I enjoyed so much of what I used. The one thing that was kind of a dud for me was the mascara, but this is giving me like a really, you know, tan contoured look up here on the forehead. I'm gonna do a few little dots right here. It's not like we need a lot. I would say this is kind of a little bit goes a long way type of product. As you can see, the shade is fairly dark, but yet it's easily blendable. It's not really seeming wildly different from a lot of liquid contour stuff that I've used. I would say the tone is just deeper. Like if I was thinking, what am I going to use today? And I was seeing this up against my little Physicians Formula contour wand thing, my hard candy liquid contours, different stuff in my collection, I would just point to this one as being the deepest if that's what I'm going for. And I'm glad I got a shade that's a little bit different from what I already own. And I have used it before just like dotting all over the face. The fact that I did forehead first and then cheeks doesn't mean that it's setting too fast. I actually haven't really had an issue with that. But yeah, it's pretty much what you see is what you get. Lightweight, easily blendable, pigmented liquid bronzer. If that's something you're looking for, if this is a tone you feel might work for you, there is a lighter one also. But yeah, I think I could add this to the list of things that have worked out for me from this brand. Now for blush, you may recall that I've talked quite a bit about the Face Off blushes from Hard Candy. I think they're really good. They're a wand applicator liquid blush, and they're just some really great shades. They've got kind of like a soft cool pink that I love, a rosy shade, just some different ones that are so beautiful, easily blendable, little bit of luminosity to them. I've just really enjoyed those. And so I was super excited when I got a package. Yes, a package from Hard Candy, and they sent several different Face Off blushes in their new formula. So this they're calling their blurring blush. I kept one of the boxes so I could tell you. It's a soft matte finish, they say. I forget you have it on weightless blush that blurs the skin for a soft focus effect and a lasting matte finish. And it does have hyaluronic acid, squalane. Honestly, super easy to use. As I was playing with these, especially these 2 shades, I felt like I could even blend them out with my fingers. And I sometimes like to start that way with a cream or liquid product because then I can really tell, like, what does the formula feel like? Why is this a blurring blush? And they're just super easy to work with. So this lightest one, I'll pop this on first. This is called Double Take. So again, it looks like a squeeze tube, but you do get the doe foot, which I think is honestly the best application method. I think it beats squeeze tubes, and it's just less messy than some of those puffy tip applicator things. But we'll just swipe on a little bit here, and I'll just show you what I mean. Yeah, it is a matte finish liquid blush, which, I don't know, maybe we don't see a ton of this. A lot of liquid blushes just end up giving you a more dewy look. This is really soft and natural, this shade. If you like a barely there blush, like, I'm not saying it's not pigmented, it's just the nature of the color. It's very, very soft and light. So I'm just tapping that in with my fingers just so you can kind of see exactly how easy that is to work with. Then we've got this reddish one called Hot Shot. And I'll do this with a brush so you can see that application as well. But see how quickly they sheer out? Like you think that's going to be maybe a potent kind of scary blush to work with, but they're very easy. It does give you that soft, kind of airbrushed look. They definitely don't look dry on the skin, but you can tell you're working with a more matte formula. And then because, you know, we're just gonna go there on this channel, I'm gonna use the third one. This one I have found to be the most intense of these three. This one's called Girl Crush. It is a definite berry, kind of fuchsia color. I'm gonna give myself like 1 dot out here of this. This one does seem to have more of that little goes a long way quality. And I've already got 2 blushes on already, so we'll just go with the little. But it is a really fun color. It's totally usable for every day. Don't think like, oh, that's something I could never pull off. See how they're all shearing out? This one just probably packs the most color punch, I would say. But yeah, another solid product from Hard Candy. I think it's cool that they have another formula because the other ones do have kind of a glowy look. Not to the extent of being like the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm blush wand thing, you know, those really feel like blush and highlighter mixed. But their original ones do have just a little more luminosity, and look how pretty these are. They're really soft, and I do get the blurring vibe with that. I would say my favorite ones are the more intense too. I think this one's even a little less intense than that, but I love a reddish toned blush these days. I think it's really pretty in the summer. So again, that one's called Hot Shot, but this one called Girl Crush is very pretty too. Next thing we're gonna discuss is this new mascara from Maybelline. I'd seen some talk about this and I was really eager to try it, and I finally found it at Walmart. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Firework Mascara. I believe I have it in the blackest black shade. The tube is really cool, very loud, you know, hot pink. It's got these grooves down the side, this kind of starburst thing there at the top. Brush wise, we're seeing a rubber bristle brush that's got a lot of flexibility. It moves very easily. It's got a lot of short rubber bristles, and it's not coming out so completely cleaned off to where you can't see any product on it. I remember like you take a CoverGirl Lash Blast wand out of the tube, you see nothing on there. It's gotten so cleaned off. Well, this still has some goop on it, and I tend to be a fan of that because that means it's gonna build up a little bit quicker on my lashes, and I need that. If you don't have a lot of lashes, if you're kind of a lash challenged person out there, you benefit from a mascara that you don't have to take tons of swipes through your lashes with. You want it to build quickly, and that way you're not dragging your curl back down. This is my Shiseido lash curler that I always use. I'm gonna hold it on there for a good bit, and I have just totally enjoyed this mascara for the last several days that I've been using it. I really liked it at the get-go, which is not always a given with mascaras for me. It very quickly gives me the look I want, but then if I choose to continue building on top of it, it's able to take that, you know, it doesn't start looking funky on my lashes. I've not yet tried it on the lower lashes. I'm just not sure about the staying power yet. I'm pretty choosy with what I put on lower lashes because I don't like any smudges. But yeah, anyway, you take it out of the tube here. It's a very flexible brush, and I'm just gonna try to get a little on all my lashes and then show you what this one small coat has done. I mean, that's just one time through, and everything looks highlighted. It doesn't look as though it's clumped my lashes together at all. We're already looking lengthened out, so I can go back in and I can really wiggle it in there at the base of the lash, get a little more product on, go back in the tube. I would call this coat number 2 now. 2 coats of this stuff is like a wow factor for me. See, that's a pretty impressive look for me, and I can still go on top of that for even more thickness and length with a 3rd coat if I wish. So I'm gonna stop on that eye for a minute, come over here. All right, here we go, going in with some on the left eye. And yeah, I just so benefit from these mascaras that are able to really get some product going on there immediately. Like just a little bit on, and the lashes are really doing so well. I have not noticed any flaking throughout the day. I mean, the wear on it seems to be good. I'm gonna hop back over here. We're doing what would now be a 3rd coat, and it's phenomenal. It's still going. It is still building on itself. See that? Boom. 3 quick, easy coats. And I mean, it's looking like practically a natural set of false lashes is on there. But I would love to know your opinion if you've tried this mascara. Share down in the comments like what kind of lashes you have and if you've enjoyed this one. But I'm like really, really loving it. You know, the people at Maybelline said, we gotta get that firework mascara out by 4th of July. Look at this. Thick, long, no complaints. Not dropping curl. Reason why it's not dropping curl, I think it could drop curl if I had to spend forever raking through my lashes. I think probably almost any mascara is capable of dropping the curl if you're spending forever on it, but not this one. This is good. Good stuff. Finish off that eye look, by the way. I did put a little Cold Brew stick by Hard Candy on the lower lash line. I had already had that on the whole time I've been here. But I'm just taking a little Cali Ray come hell or high water because this is a tubing mascara that I definitely trust on the lower lashes. And just a little bit of that'll do. Down in here. Alrighty, in between steps there, I just added a little bit more of the reddish shade. It's almost like a hot coral shade of this Face Off stuff, the one called Hot Shot. I just felt like maybe I could use a little more blush. I really like that shade. But anyway, moving on to lips, I've got a couple different lip things to talk about. One is this product from Wet n Wild. It's their Soft Blur Matte Lipstick. And I had had one of these here for, I don't know, a couple months now. It's the shade called I'm Shy. And I purchased it myself and I really, really like it. Like it's been in my kind of priority lip area here for a while. I love the shade. I really like the formula. Even the smell, this softly sweet vanilla scent is so nice. But just look at it as it goes on. Really smooth. If you like a blotted lip, you like some color on there, but you don't want a real overworked looking lip. Like, it's so pretty and light. Balmy almost, but matte, okay? So I've loved that. And not too long ago, I got a PR package full of the entire range of those things. And I've been playing with some of the other shades and there are some other really pretty options. So I thought I might try those on for you in this video and just chat about those. So anyway, that one's called I'm Shy. You know, it's like the lip pigmentation you kind of wish you were born with. It's a soft red. It's beautiful. And then there's another shade in this line called Apricot Smoothie. So that's looking like this. Let's try this on. Some of these I haven't worked with a whole lot. Oh, we got a special guest incoming.
Tuesday.
How you doing, Biddy?
Good.
Sleep well? After that big old swim yesterday?
I can go into water.
Oh, she's a big swimming girl this year.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Later.
Oh, can I read?
Yeah, you can read. Okay, so this is the Apricot Smoothie shade. Soft. It's like peachy, but not too chalky light peachy for me. I like this. I could see myself wearing that. The whole line is really quite good. Here's another kind of soft looking one. It's called Nude for Love. Going across the lips, you kind of feel like you've got one little warm up pass where, okay, we're just warming up this stick a little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. Warmish nude, like a little peachy nude mix there. I like that. And they're soft, they're not over drying. You can actually feel some moisture when you press your lips together, but they just have that matte blurred look. I love it. Okay, Bali Blossom looks the most orangey of the last three that I have. Let's see. I'm feeling more of a pinky orange out of it. It looks a little more pinky. Like that, it's fun, but can you see the warmth in it? Definitely more intense than the Apricot Blossom. Nope, Apricot Smoothie, make that. You call it apricot or apricot? All right, 2 more left. One's gonna be a berry. This next one is called Little Red Rosette, and just for reference, the one called I'm Shy, it kind of looked in the tube like a slightly deeper red, but this one seems like a little brighter red. Oh, love. And what's also nice about these in the vivid colors, you're not worried about them kind of slipping or traveling outside the lip line. They're a matte, soft, easy lip. And the one step, no lip liner look is kind of what it's all about. You know, these just looking soft and pillowy. Love that shade. That's beautiful. And last but not least, we have the one called Homecoming Queen. Nope, I was Homecoming First Attendant. Thank you very much. Okay, there's that. Let's see. I'm surprised I didn't buy this one like right off the bat. So pretty. That might be the top fave. Alongside I'm Shy, which is just a very everyday, like, let's just make our lips look a little more rosy type of thing. But this one, totally enjoying that shade. So yeah, I would highly recommend these soft blur lipsticks if you like a matte lip. If you're just gonna go on top of it with some gloss, I mean, that's fine too. But I think kind of the appeal of these is how blurred and soft and pillowy they make the lips look. So I'm just taking that off because now we got a gloss to talk about. And it's a Dollar Tree gloss, my friends. $1.25 for these, and they've been talked about, they've been touted as being like a dupe for Tower 28 glosses, and I do totally see the similarities, both in formula, the amount of color they give off, definitely see it. So the brand is bColor. I kept the packaging. It's the hydrating lip gloss. This is what you're going to look for in the DT. With hyaluronic acid, it says I've got the shade called Fire Quartz, and before that I found the shade called Dusty Rose, I believe it was. They look really similar. This is Dusty Rose, this is Fire Quartz. So this one, as you might think, does give off just a bit more color, but let's try on the Fire Quartz first. The texture on these, the richness that they do have, they feel so good, so moisturizing. All I can say is they feel way more expensive than they are, okay? There's a richness to that formula. You feel like you've added moisture, not just shine, but also moisture to the lips. This one's gonna give you like a soft, sheer peach, okay? If I swatch it out on my hand, because my lips had a little pigment left over from those Wet n Wild things. But see that? It's going to be a real soft color thing. I don't know if they have any more shades of these. Let me know. These are just the two I've been able to locate. So that one's the Fire Quartz and that one's the Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose, a little more intense, but they feel great. They feel like a treatment practically on your lips. Like kind of like liquid lip balm vibes. And the Tower 28 ones feel a lot like this as well. In fact, I feel like these might be just a teensy bit thicker feeling than the Tower 28s. But not an annoying gloss, not sticky, just really, really hydrating. Absolutely love that. If you can find those, they are a great dollar store gem. Again, this is the packaging you're looking for. The brand is bColor. Anything that's like bColor or bPure, that's a pretty darn good brand coming from Dollar Tree. And with that, our look is complete for today. I would say a #1, like, super impressive thing from this little roundup is the Firework Mascara from Maybelline. Absolutely loving that. I think those are just phenomenal. Both the lip products. Those glosses are so nice and not streaky, you'll notice. Soft colors, but no streaks across the lips. And I love those, just the whole range of the soft blur stuff from Wet n Wild too. But I can't knock the Face Off blushes from Hard Candy. I love that formula, and I think it's cool that they've branched out and put out some new things. This Pretty Smart liquid bronzer, you know, very good, very workable, not necessarily head and shoulders above every other liquid product, but for me and my collection, it's just a little bit deeper shade. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any other review requests or just general video requests you want to send my way, put them in the comments section, and I'll see you all again very soon. I love you. Bye.